So, hi everyone. We're on the hashtag all the feels Pisces moon. So, my soul family, my OGs out there, you'll know that Pisces moon. Well, if you remember me saying that, which a lot of you will, some of you won't. It's it's not my favourite. It is magical and mystical and everything if you are a Pisces moon. But when the moon is in Pisces, I tend to experience it like, I would say more the shadow side. Well, I don't know. It just depends. But I would say I can feel this time round it is the shadow side of it. But there probably will be some. Well, actually, what? Wait, no, right. I was going to stop the video, but I'm going to keep going because this is so funny. I'm going to keep. Do you know why I'm going to keep going? Right, this is where other people would stop and be like, "I've just blathered a load of shite." But right before I went to press stop, this is what I mean by I'm a pure chat. Like I'm literally channeling the energy of Pisces shadow side, which is all over the fucking place. So it's really quite funny. So yeah, so if you're new to me, you're going to be like, "What is going on?" But yeah, this channel is all about empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine energy, your inner divine masculine energy, and whatever is going on in a twin flame connection, including helping you actually decipher and discover whether somebody is your twin flame or a karmic partner. Because, and the reason why, I mean, I don't say that every single time, but that is a speciality of mine over the years as it reaches 144, being a true twin flame. And like, bear in mind, like other people that are true twin flames, that isn't their speciality. I know people that are truly true twin flame. I'm saying true too much, but I know people that are truly on the path, but they have got mixed up, and it was just part of their path. But because all of that fuckery happened to me at like much earlier on in the journey, and just with the strong how strongly connected I am to my twin flames higher self. Like, I mean, today, that's what I meant by it's quite funny when I was I'm experiencing the shadow side more of it. Like, I'm in my shadow today, and what I mean by that is I integrated my shadow, like, a very long time ago, but you always have to do more shadow work. But what I mean is, it's like I'm not throwing my weight around, kind of like in my shadow, like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. It's because that's not what that is anyway when it's unhealed. But it kind of is actually. Do you know what I mean? Depending on how much people have went near doing any kind of inner work, you could be quite selfish and just sort of not giving a fuck about anyone. But when I say that I'm in my shadow, what I mean is, rather than me being the Claire that is just bending over backwards to help everyone and like, I don't know, just like, it's just kind of like when I quite enjoy it because I'm like, you know what, I'm still going to help people, but it is about me first. But I'm actually like that all the time now. But do you know what I mean? It's a wee bit more when I feel like I'm in my shadow. It's like that's kind of like when I really can't be bothered with anybody. Do you know what I mean? Like I really, really want to be in my own energy and just be in it, yeah, just because. And I'm kind of there right now, guys. Like I said, I'm in the 12th house, as you'll have heard me say before, because we used to have our 12th house Tuesdays. I might bring that back at some point. The 12th house is exhaustion. It's the house of the hidden. It's, definitely where you can experience your spiritual awakening stuff. It's psychic, mystical experiences as well, which is why I was saying it can be magical as well. But secrets as well, and the shadow side is it's confusion, illusion, can be lies, and that brings me back to what I said about that's why it is a speciality of mine when I talk to people. When I talk to people in person, like meaning like when I talk to people, well, in person or over the Zoom, I've helped many people over the years work out who is a karmic energy and who is a true twin flame. And completely changed the course of people's life around from it. You know what I mean? Like I know people that have now got families with their twin flame that because they because of a conversation with me where they realised that they were going down, the wrong path. So true story. And that's how strong trauma is. Yeah, and they're just make me talk about trauma as well. You know what I mean? Like, trauma bonds are a real thing. And like I've said before, like, it can be an addictive relationship as well. And so you've got to be careful with the similarities of how passionate twin flames are, but how when you're in that addictive chasing the next high and being used to being around people that pick you up and drop you, like it would depend on how much you've spent healing yourself and your shadow and really getting to know what is good for you and what isn't. It is more than possible that you could completely chase a karmic energy and repel a twin flame. I just looked at 555 because it's better the devil you know. And obviously, hopefully you can recognise that's where it's harmful. But the thing is, we'll literally all have been there at some point. Like, I know when I was there in my life, and like I said, it was more for me. I was very young and, I was being extremely easily led, which is now why when I'm not young anymore. But again, to some people I am young, but you know what I mean? To me, it's like, you know what I mean? I'm 40 in a few months. It's now I can actually say I'm 40 this year. I've been saying I'm 40 next year for that long, but I can actually say I'm 40 in a few months. Like, I'm not so easily led, you know what I mean? But there is still an element in me that, like, I know in what circumstances I can be easily manipulated, and so I'm way more protective of myself. And this came up before. So when I'm chatting about my own experiences or talking about how I've helped clients, it's because it's going to be relevant to somebody watching this. Now, it doesn't mean it's you, so you might be bored at all this bit, but that's where I just got to push that out of the way because it's going to help somebody. There are themes about being easily manipulated or used or being around energy vampires, because that is all the themes that I'm noticing here. So I'm wondering what card's going to come out here. So yeah, so I'm just going to recap on, so what we done this week was all about life purpose. So the main cards that I was using were these green ones up here. And that's the ones where it's come out with like energy healing, or healer was yesterday as well. Or I can't remember any of the other ones. But that was the theme because Capricorn is about your life purpose as well as loads of other things. And then the first week, to just be brutally honest, I didn't know where this was going because I was just guided to do it. But I've got more of a clearer vision. So no pun intended, but that is what I help people get. And notice how I genuinely didn't know either. I was literally just doing it because I was like, right, I need to do something so that I'm doing a video. Because, like, to help other people that are feeling like that, but also I literally need to help myself. And I don't know about you, but it has helped me. So even if it hasn't helped any of you, it has helped me. But the first week was, like I said, just to get us get us going, get us a bit motivated, but really just get us, you know, a bit unstuck with that kind of slow January movement. And like I said, the whole time I'm doing this, I'm holding a healing space for clearing energy. That's what I'm doing all the time. But the difference with whenever I began and stopped this is it is a container. So we're in a container, a healing container really is what they're saying to me, of holding an intention. So that's why at the start of this, I got you to just pick something that you wanted to work towards, you know, whether it's something small or big, but I'd always advise something small. And I'd said, you know, I'm not saying all the things I picked, but really I didn't pick up bigger stuff. I just kept it small. Like, it was stuff to do with just getting back to my exercise, because last year, that really went out the window. Like, you know, it's not like I didn't exercise at all, but it was just that it had no pattern to it whatsoever, including my walking wasn't regular either. And I used to walk every day, so that even if I can get back to that, I would like that. But so that's my thing, and it has worked for me. Like, I have done bits and bobs of, like, I actually worked out, like done a HIIT workout thing. When was that? Last week, and I felt great for it. And then and then I've organised another exercise thing that I'm going to be starting soon. Like, you know, you're actually committing to do it. And then I've done quite a few things. So anyway, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying it's like it's the energy is moving for me. So hopefully it is for you too. And I'd say if you have been watching each one, it would, you'd probably be getting more out of it. And yes, next week and the week after that, I've been given clear guidance, so I'm quite excited I'm quite excited for towards the end of the month, how I'm going to sort of wrap this up. And hopefully then you can look back on the month and be like, do you know what, that wasn't so much of a January blues, or I did feel it a bit, and then I was like able to move through it. That helped. Like I got stuff done. But because remember, the focus of this isn't to get a whole load of everything done and go, like new year, new me, do everything. No, it's just about start somewhere, and hopefully you can say that you moved a little bit forward and feel a bit better about yourself. Something, however, or you could, it could be even better than that. And then so like I said, the first week was really like clearing energy and setting your intention. So next week we'll look into grounding stuff in the physical. So I feel they got me to focus on life purpose this week, because it's like some people kind of, lack direction there. They're like, oh, I don't know what my life purpose is, or I don't know what to follow, or, or you're stuck in kind of jobs that you don't, you might be good at, but you don't really like, and it's not bringing you any fulfillment. So I feel that was just sort of, I feel with some of the messages that came up each day was maybe giving people, just confirming what you'd already felt, or maybe had signs about yourself. And obviously as well, can I just say, it is mixed in with really intense twin flame messages. So the past 2 days, because after the 111 portal, it did go back to really intense twin flame conversations, but it's a twin flame channel, so that's going to happen. So if those bits aren't for you, you don't need to take those bits. But and it's going to be like that today because it's a Pisces moon. Pisces moon is soulmates. It's absolutely twin flame stuff. It is unconditional love, it's forgiveness. And if you look in the community tab, the first thing I saw today when I scrolled on my YouTube was that volcano had erupted. So it just made me laugh, because it's like, I knew they were telling me, because I've been seeing things here and there about, oh, this volcano is going to erupt and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, I bet you when one of them does actually, it's going to be a message. And I do, it's just made me laugh, because Pisces moon right now, and the 12th house is about the subconscious mind. And to me, it is just like those feelings bubbling away under the surface that are coming up. And then, like I said, Capricorn is self-discipline, self-control, which is amazing. It's an amazing thing to have. And especially, one of the big things on the twin flame journey, when you're truly in the thick of it, like doing that energy healing work on yourself, and well, I was going to say you've got no desire for actual energy, but it's like you have, and you've got a lot of it, but you've got it towards your person. And so that's what they were saying to me. It's kind of like, it takes a lot of self-discipline to not be pulled in the direction of here, there, and everywhere else. Not, I was about to say not so much for the feminine, but in my case, and a lot of the femmes I connect with, that's not hard at all. If anything, like I said, it actually makes me want to feel, it makes me feel sick, the thought of like being with somebody else like that. I'm not even kidding. So that isn't even an issue. It's like, and that's when that's not everyone else's experience, but I'm just telling the truth for it. Like that is mine. But it's a whole different ballgame when it comes to that, the feelings that you have towards your person. So let's move on. So anyway, but it's like, and also those of us that are collective divine channels, I channel the energy of the divine masculines, the women out there, those of you that I connect with a lot, or the men out there. Like, I feel that bubbling away under the surface, like the desire that you have for your twin, the desire that the collective of divine masculines have to share the feelings, but just, the everything with the divine feminine. It's fucking intense, guys. So anyway, so I channeled, like I said, the message, and I was half asleep when I wrote that, and I wrote about, Venus, planet of love, is in Sagittarius as well, which is obviously a fire sign. So yeah, there's a lot, like the symbolic imagery of a volcano erupting is, oh, and I'm sure it was just past 1444, is relevant, I'd say, for the passion, desire, and feelings. It just keeps reminding me, if you just stuff the feelings down about something, and if you're not at that bit of your journey and you're like, right, how could this help me? This could be about you keep pushing the feelings down about something difficult that you need to heal. Like maybe you procrastinate about getting on with a project and you keep pushing it down, and then now it's just going to come up on the surface, because these cards are about that. I'm going to pull a healing card, so this usually picks up on people's wounds and stuff. Which, by the way, see in personal sessions, these can be quite good to use a name. So if these ever speak to you and you just say to me in a session, I could see what comes up here. Anyway, my guides and your guides always direct me to what cards to use, if I even use cards. I don't always use cards in sessions. Like last night, so I'm just going to, again, look at, so if you're new, look at this. I've not even pulled one card, but the things that I've said will come up in the cards. I was getting so many downloads. It was like non-stop of all these different ideas that I want to do, like how I want to wrap up this kind of what we've been doing this month, but also... Which, like I said, I'm being serious. I genuinely didn't have a fucking clue when I started, like on the 1st of January, how this was going to sort of end up. And I just sort of, like I said, I called it a loose challenge. But I'm sort of, it's like I'm tying, by the time it gets to the end, I'll be tying it together. All the ideas I was getting, they were really getting me to focus on the different parts of my work that I don't share publicly, like either I haven't ever or that I don't share as much. So I'm really quite excited to be doing a wee bit of that. And like I said, I want to be eventually getting to do the stuff that I done on Facebook, every so often, where I would get somebody on and like on a live chat. So like I said, whether I would just do that through Zoom or one of the other platforms, like I said, I'm not really going to invest in any of the other platforms for doing interviews and that until it feels like I've got that on a roll, because I already pay out quite a bit of money for different tools. It's just crazy how all the apps and all the business tools and that could really add up. But I'm quite excited to get all that going, guys. So those of you that I'm having sessions with and that, I might be speaking to about some of the stuff that I'm talking about. So anyway, so let's crack on with this. So I'm sure there was something else I was going to say. If I meant to say it, it will come back later. So anyway, right. So what is some sort of healing that someone needs today? So they are guiding me today. I am going to do it. I've not done that every day. Well, maybe I have done it like that every day, because I tend to do everything like that. I think I have, actually. I'm going to do it your divine feminine energy, your divine masculine. But those of you that are new, and I just got pulled to 1804. 1804 is my birthday. I'm not just saying it because it's my birthday. My birthday numbers are the 4 of Wands, the union energy. So there's going to be something about union energy here, and that's been coming out strong in the shorts. Now, like I said, union energy can be your inner union, but this can be physical unions too. And with the nature of everything being timeless, you don't really know whenever these things happen, but it's channeling the energy of when they do. So, that's what I was going to say. It's Sun conjunct Pluto. So this week coming is because we're coming towards the end of Capricorn season, which will be around really towards the end. It'll be the 20th or something. So, but Pluto being in the last degrees of Capricorn, before it goes into Aquarius, which is just, I'll talk about that actually we are getting close to it. I think that is on the 20th. That is just huge monumental change. Sorry, I can hear noise outside my stair. But yeah, Capricorn Sun with that Pluto, that is really intense, homing in on your life. I would say the Sun is homing in on the nooks and crannies that you tend to avoid. But the thing is like that's energy I'm in all the time with my Pluto and Scorpio in the house of the hidden. So that is why when you come to me, the things that you weren't able to see at all, mostly, or the things that you couldn't see clearly, again, crystal clear visions, I'll be able to see it clearly where you can't, or it's like I'll just channel something, not knowing what I'm talking about, and then you'll know exactly what it is, and you'll be like, oh my god, and that's when people have the epiphanies and the aha moments, and that's what it means by when that I basically do I activate people, I activate the dormant energy in people to remember your gifts, to remember who you are, to remember your power. It's a lot. Right, okay, so you got to be ready for it. It's intense. Right, where's the Divine Feminine at? Whatever Divine Feminine I'm going to be picking up on today, it's going to sound like I'm talking about a person. It can mostly sound like I'm talking about a woman. When I talk about the masculine, same thing. It can sound like I'm talking about a man. And but just know that you could be a Divine Masculine woman, and you can be a Divine Feminine man, and you can also be same sex. So just take it where it resonates. Divine Feminine, regardless of your gender. Victim consciousness. Oh my god, wow. So the reason why I love this is because that is absolutely one of the shadow sides of Pisces energy, is the victim. So it's basically, are you falling into being the victim, Divine Feminine energies, and Divine Masculine's receptive feminine side, your feelings, or and specifically on this Pisces moon. So I'm filming it on Sunday. So Pisces moon is today and tomorrow, Monday. And then really like from like the wee hours on Tuesday, I think it's like 4 a.m. or something, we're in Aries moon. So I like that Aries moon is on Tuesday because that's always the beginning of my week. So I probably will leave it till the Tuesday to film the weekly energy, actually, because I wanted to do it yesterday, it wasn't time. I was going to do it today, and I'm absolutely not in the mood to do it today. That is a message right now, actually, for the Divine Feminines especially. If you keep trying to do stuff and be too in your masculine or do some kind of work on the days that you should be resting, you'll be getting slammed back down. So just be careful. You might even be like made ill or something. Like I'm not feeling unwell or that, but I can just tell it's like whenever my mind goes well, not my mind was going crazy with ideas last night. I had to write it all down on my phone. But if I was actually trying to do too much, or like even like I'm dying to get the housework done, but it's like they're not letting me. Like I might sound like an excuse, but it's serious. It's like I honestly, I don't think I'm gonna go back to my bed, but there is it's like I think today I just want to chill. I'm just gonna chill out and probably watch a film or something. But it's like it is a bit hard because I do want to. There's stuff I want to do. It's really hard to explain what I mean. Anyway, but so these blackbirds or crows or ravens could be significant to you in some way. I burnt my nail. That could have some kind of meaning. I don't know what though. Can't blood work now. This is what I mean. See what I mean? Like how that's not like me. I normally would like be like, oh, and I'm just like, nah. Do you know what I mean? But so don't don't overgive, or don't overgive when you need to give back to yourself. So it really is kind of like fill up your own cup before you give to others, because like I said, this is the only thing that I'll be doing today, which like that is annoying me, because I did feel like I might be doing a live. And then it was so funny. I remembered, I was like, well, it's not that drastic, but I was like, oh shit, I haven't started the star signs because I wanted to start them with the new moon. But these are things that that's what I might do. Like, I think I'll give myself a wee bit of chilling time and then do that, because I do like doing that, you see, because I don't need to be on camera. I just chill out. But even at that, I might not. I'll just see. So go with the flow. There you go. I'm channeling the energy of Pisces moon. Go with the flow. But yeah, victim consciousness. Just be careful that you're not falling in to victim consciousness is like victim. This is Pisces energy too. I can't fucking talk. So what I always say when that happens, when I can't talk like that, either you're the person that is finding it hard to put into words how you're feeling, either you can't articulate it to somebody in your life that you're sharing your feelings with, or like this could be twin flames talking to one another, but I'm talking like you can't even get it into words, like if it's not anybody that's trying to help you, or and I think that's a sign in itself. If you can't actually name how you're feeling, you're probably just being guided to like go within and just be with it. You know what I mean? And just surrender, because Pisces moon is that too. It's just surrender. Just there's something about silence today. Actually, I feel it's because actually that's what I started saying. I started talking about this other stuff when I said that about, it always gets picked up whenever I've had people read my energy accurately. I might say, because I've had people not read it accurately, but like, is that like just how strong the the telepathy is at my side of it anyway. I don't know about him, but it's like it's for how we communicate. And like today the songs have just been mental. I mean, the songs are like that every day, but like, because I couldn't get to sleep, like I said, I was getting all these downloads, like, so I really do feel the divine masculines are getting a hold of just a stream of consciousness, like flooding in, like quite like, and I don't think a lot of you will be used to that. Like, some of you will, and you'll know what I mean if you've been married or a long time, or you've just known from elsewhere. But I think this is happening to people that aren't used to this, and it's just all these ideas about, I don't know, things you want to do in your life flooding in, because it was just constant. Like, I was like, oh my God, it was just, every time I thought I was going to go to sleep, I was getting another idea and I had to write it down. Oh, my phone just done something weird there. But yeah, the songs that have been coming on my phone are just, like the very first song that went off of my alarm was like just a really, really meaningful song to me, and it just gave me chills. And then like the two that came on after that were the same. And then there was a moment when I was like, oh my God, you're kidding me, right? And it wasn't like a particularly like romantic song or anything. It was just a song that I added to my playlist not that long ago because I heard it on the shorts. And it was a song that used to come on all the time in the club that I went to when I met my twin flame. And so it's just one of these natural things that as soon as I hear any of these kind of songs, I think about that time in my life. And I do, oh my God, a song's coming on now. Oh no, it's silent, but something flashed up. But so anyway, I can't really explain that, but it was kind of creepy. Like, I was half asleep, but I said out loud, I was like, oh my God, like it's just so. So that might be clean as mud too, but again, that's Pisces energy too. But it's just that it's really quite intense, and so I feel there's an element of, with me not mentioning what any of these songs are, I definitely can feel, I'm going to say, it is God. Like, it's like, if you feel like, whether it's God, divine, universe, whatever you want to call yours, your angels, it's like your guides. I feel the message is, keep things to yourself. Like, there's some things that even if you are somebody that is one of God's messengers that delivers messages to people, just know what is for the collective and know what is for you to keep to yourself. Because notice I've been saying, like, there's been loads of meaningful songs, but I'm not actually saying what songs are. And like, sometimes I do, and you won't know what ones mean a lot to me or not, unless I actually say it. But it's just because of the volume of it. It's like, whoa. So I feel there is a message there about just keeping things to your. So it might not be songs, but just keeping things to yourself. And so remember, Pisces is secrets. So that's for divine feminine and divine masculine, right? Okay, so, but most importantly, wherever you're falling into victim consciousness, do something to bring yourself out of that. But hopefully there'll be some sort of guidance here about how to do that. Divine masculine. That one. So the tiger may be meaningful to you. That's a beautiful picture as well. The tiger is one of my main power animals. So dreams. So yeah, so this is what I feel I was picking up on. It's like, this to me feels like, so I'm feeling this is like although this is a woman, right, I feel this is the divine masculine energy. So because some divine masculines are the women, but some divine masculine energies are a man, obviously. But it's like, this feels like the feminine, right? Because I'm saying that because that is my power animal. But this is the feminine energy, like healing, protecting the masculine. Now, typically, when we talk about the masculine energy is the protector, but it kind of reminds you of any of these quotes that you might see sometimes, like, I've said this before, but, couples that stay together, pray together, stay together, oh, whatever way around, but it's kind of like, the feminine is the protector in the energy realms and the astral in the dream time, and the masculine is the protector in the physical. That's what I'm getting from that card, which is very deep. But like I said, I'm really tapping into the Pisces energy. And actually, I love when that happens. Pisces is dreams, so Pisces is victim consciousness, and it is also dreams because it's the 12th house. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is somebody having a lot of sleep and a lot of rest and getting a lot of downloads and a lot of healing. So if you are the divine feminine, I feel that's you healing your twin, right, in the dream time. And if you are the divine masculine, that's you needing more rest and hermiting and like your twin talking to you. But also, it can just go the other way too. It's like, you know, this could equally be the feminine when the feminine's exhausted, and this is the masculine protecting the feminine. Deep, guys, deep. And again, I know for a lot of you, it'll be like, really, where? I'm protecting myself. But it's like, in the physical, but it's like they're protecting you energetically. And when it is your true twin flame, when it's divine time, this will come about physically. But that's what I'm getting. Very deep stuff here. So pay attention to, and specifically masculines, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your twin appearing in your dreams, and really your dreams full stop. Because remember, and so if you don't know that about me, like with different parts of my chart and just the nature of shamans being about dreams, like dreams have been a fascination of mine since I was a kid, and I love interpreting dreams, but I'll always ask you what you think it means, and then I'll give you the insights that I'm getting. And that's one of the things that we could do. Is, you know, when I have a wee chat with people and get them up, like I could just get come on. That would be really fun. I'll just get someone to come on and tell me about their dream and tell me what they think it means, and then I'll help with it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. So again, I'll just do that whenever I feel guided to. But I've said that before, but it's just come back to me there. So what does the feminine then want to say to the masculine today? So not everyone, but let's see. Is it going to be the cringe ones? They're all cringe, but oh my god, this is such a fucking 12th house thing as well. People are so jealous around us. We have to protect this sacred union and have each other's back. I feel that actually really, I'm going to play the shot because it makes me cringe in my writing, but that actually really fits with what I was just saying here about keeping things to yourself, doesn't it? Although I was talking about songs and stuff, it's like, because that's what I mean. Like, you might not get that, but it's like some things are sacred, and when I'm sharing songs and everything like that all the time, it's like, and bear in mind, like a lot of the songs, like actually, I'm just thinking about this. I have not had, again, it's like, because I do watch other channels. I love YouTube. I do watch other channels, obviously, but it's like, because I keep getting up so late, like, and I'm like, shit, I better get this done before the day flies away. Like, I didn't have time to really watch anyone else, but I did watch a bit of one, and it was like, the person actually mentioned a lyric out of a song that really means a lot to me. And so, yeah, so anyway, it's like literally one from right when I'm just trying to think. I think that was before no, it was either right when I realised who my twin flame was, or it was me being like knowing that I just had really strong feelings. It just reached 33 minutes as well. Divine masculine energy, Jesus. But anyway, it was one that means a lot to me, but I never really hear anybody talking about it. So that's what I mean. It's like, if there's things like that, keep it sacred. In my opinion, whether it be a song or anything like that, it's like whatever. It doesn't, but like I said, it's just, that makes sense with that card coming out. It's to me, it's like, look, don't go with your excitement of whatever is happening. So this is clearly people that are in contact or about to be. It's like, whatever is happening, I just wouldn't get carried away with telling everybody. But I say this all the time, so everyone should know this, but it's coming through. Right. And I love you. Oh my god, that doesn't... Fuck me, this does not come out. This card never... I don't know if that card has ever come out. I think it came out once, so yeah, I told you. I don't like saying I told you, but it came out of my mouth. The Pisces moon is hashtag all the feels. So there's a need to protect the sacred union, and the feminine is saying I love you to the masculine. Right, and we'll get another card from the masculine. The feminine's always saying I love you to the masculine. We need to hear I love you from the masculine. It might come out. I've got that deck. If that comes out, I miss you so much, my heart hurts. Oh no. But look, that goes with the victim consciousness. I miss you so much, my heart hurts, and I love you. Oh god, I'm gonna cry. I'm not really, but I might. There's time yet. So Hashtag all the feels indeed. Right, let's because this is why I need to tidy the desk. I want to do it like this on the table because I like ones like that, and it's like my table's never tidy enough. Right, what does the masculine want to say back specifically to people that are so jealous around us? We have to take a sacred union. It doesn't need to be to that card, but that's how I'm saying it. Let's see. Trust me. Right, so that I can see how that fits. It's like I feel that's like a divine masculine being like, yeah, I know. Like, trust me, I know. Like, because I'm sorry, that's really making me laugh. They're like, trust me, I know, because usually it's like the volume of interference is on the masculine side. It's like, but actually, to be like, to be serious, like the masculine can't see that for a long time, but I feel now it like they can. So, but obviously, if people are obviously around the masculine saying, "Oh, I don't like that person" or whatever, that's a twin flame, then that doesn't take a genius to work out they're jealous. But like I said, not everyone sees it like that. Sometimes masculines could be like, "Oh, I wonder why they don't like them. There must be a reason," rather than seeing it. It's like, no, sometimes people just be hating. Right. I miss you so much, my heart hurts. What does the masculine have to say back to that? I'm not good at communicating my feelings with you. Whoa, that fits. So the feminine is expressing the feelings, and the masculine saying, I'm not good at communicating my feelings with you. And obviously, the way that these cards are worded, it's like, as if somebody's actually going to say that. It's like their energy's saying it back. But, well, actually, somebody could be like, look, I just don't know how to say this or whatever. I don't know. What's this card? Because that looks like it's wanting to be... Oh, yes. So it was wanting to be acknowledged. Will you ever forgive me? So I feel there's something really weighing heavy on the masculine's heart, and that's how the victim consciousness card can come in for them about, will you ever forgive me? And Pisces moon is also forgiveness. So, and that's why I feel the feminine's cards are, I miss you so much, my heart. Basically, I miss you and I love you. Two of the biggest things you could say to somebody to show them how much you care and that that you do forgive them. Right, and what have we got for I love you? If I love you comes out, my life has changed so much since meeting you. And I'm trying to trust in divine timing. So it's like, what I'm getting from this is it's like encouragement. I feel that it's kind of like this energy from the collective of feminines are like, I miss you and I love you, but I understand that you're going through a lot and I'm proud of you for it. I'm just channeling the messages from the feminine. I miss you and I love you, but I'm proud of you that you're taking your time. And I'm just got drawn at 37, follow your North Node energy. I'm proud of you that you are taking your time to, it's like stabilize your energy really. Because it's like remember I picked up yesterday that it's like, you can feel like you're going nuts. And I don't feel good enough for you. Yeah, and that, like the feminine's like, I'm proud of you that you're taking the time to tune in to like what that's all about and where it comes from. Because we've all either went through that part and you're made peace of it and you love and accept yourself. You're not perfect, but you love and accept yourself unconditionally for some of us, or you're wherever you're at. But which is why it's good, rather than people being jealous of people that are confident and love themselves in a healthy way. Obviously not like OTT, like I love myself, I don't give a shit about anyone else, fuck everyone, because that's not the best to be like that. It's like, when you love yourself, you put yourself first and you're confident, but like say all the time you trigger people, that triggers people. People can just come, like your light irritates their demons. That's what's coming to me. Anyone around you that does, and that can include your twin obviously, because that's what happens until, what does this one say? Oh, it's I love you, I get speaking out. So masculines must really need to hear I love you today. Notice they're not saying it back, but I mean, it's sorry, I had to make that joke, but it's like, all jokes aside, it's yeah, the masculines really need your love today, divine feminine. We don't need to know why, but it's that they want me to keep that out. Right, where's the Divine Feminine at right now? I love how this always comes out for the feminine. Yeah, look, let the masculines know you love them. Wouldn't advise to literally go, you know, sending a text or because that's overwhelming when people are already dealing with everything that I've challenged into. But it's just, you know, just yeah, put that energy out there, you know, like know that you're enough and let go of expectations and just that's unconditional love. You're not putting conditions on it. I love you, I'm proud of you, I miss you, and I trust you that you're where you're at and I'm where I'm at. Divine timing. Wherever you feel feminine energies, or this is masculine's feelings as well. So masculines let go of expectations as well, like don't try to control everything or whatever is like what I feel, like both people. But wherever you feel like you want to fly free, but you're chained to somewhere, it's important that you assess where that is and you work to free yourself. I know it's easier said than done, but that's the message. Masculine. Well, that card doesn't come out too much because remember it was in the wrong place for ages, and then I found it on the first weekly reading. So yeah, the masculine has crystal clear vision. So it must be the masculines that are tuning in here. But it doesn't need to be. But yeah, the masculines have got that awareness. There's some kind of awareness and clarity coming in. Could be getting I don't know, just a stronger interest in things like astrology or spiritual stuff, just with being homed in on the astrology stuff there, which like I've said before, I say it every time, but I find that so crazy that like they chose to put that imagery on that card. But it's just emphasising how much clarity you can get from astrology. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's why I try, you know, I've been here for nearly 10 years trying to get people to see that. And believe me, you know, a lot of people think I'm fucking nuts going on about, like, the importance of this astrology every day, but it changes your life when you're aware of it. You don't need to be as obsessed as me, like, but it is real. Like I said, I've read skeptics all along the years, and any skeptic I've ever read, I've always been able to turn them. And I'm not interested in turning people from being a skeptic to a believer. It's like, that's exhausting. Like, that's why I'm here to be an advocate of that for the twin flame journey as well. If your twin flame is fast asleep and they don't want to hear it that you love them and you miss them and they're running in the direction everybody else, let them do it. Like, they will come to, like, let them go. Yeah, let go of the expectations. Doesn't mean you don't love them anymore, but it means you're accepting that they've got karmic lessons to learn with other people, romantic or otherwise, or all of that. And when they're meant to have crystal clear vision and clarity about where they want to be in their life, including whether they want to be with you or not, that will come to them, but not through you forcing them to see it. So let go. Oh, I love it. Right. Boom, drop the mic. But you see, I think that's why they got me to say that about me getting all the downloads about my work stuff. I could feel it was linked to, I feel masculines are getting all these downloads about whatever it is in their life. Maybe work stuff too, but I think it's a mixture of everything. But also not very nice stuff. It feels like just, and now I wasn't going to use these cards, but now I feel drawn to, what is it that they're getting? Yeah, look, work stuff. Oh my God. How cool is that? Again, like, if you're new, what I say all the time is like, you know, the guides speak through me and God speaks through me, but that is pretty cool. They're getting downloads about work stuff too. I think this is getting a lot of clarity about wanting to change the course of your work and yeah, concern. And I feel like 33 Jesus, I feel the concern is noticing the. Oh, it can even be like noticing where people have been focused on work too much because they didn't place value in love. What's this one? Mature man. And now somebody is like changing their look, and that's a mature man on both cards. So somebody could be a bit older that's watching. You don't need to be like you don't need to be as old as this man kind of thing. The silver fox. But it's like, I feel it's just symbolic of maturing. But like, right. But there obviously is people getting downloads about their work. Yeah, look, privileged lady, and that always feels like divine feminine, like someone's attention is turning to the divine feminine. Right, and again, if you're like genders, whatever, just change it all about, whatever makes sense, right? What else do you need to know? This is the fuckery or whatever else. Repetitive cycles are over. Yep, repetitive karmic cycles that don't help either of you are over. If you want them to be, cut the chain and ball to whatever. Yep, I've unwittingly sabotaged our connection. That is the clarity that somebody has got. And emotionally unavailable, and the awareness that being unemotionally available is a cycle that they want to put behind them. Again, if your person isn't at this bit yet, they've not got up to this part of the timeline, or if you aren't there, there was someone interfering in a relationship. Yep, there always is. That's not news. That's not news to us, is it? Whether it be of the romantic nature or just anyone that wants to get their fucking bitten. But you see, that's the things that I think might be keeping masculines up at night. And I found, oh my god, that's hilarious. I pulled that card on a session the other day, and that song I'd caught on the not on YouTube, on the telly. And it's like, I find you very attractive. Would you go to bed with me? So there we go. I think well, if we come in saying that, that's interesting, but no, I feel that's a desire. Somebody's got the hots for you and they want to take you to bed. Take me to bed or lose me forever. That's Top Gun. I feel like I'm not good enough for you. Oh my god, that's 2 cards saying that. So I really do feel I've channeled this in the live reading, which, like I said, I feel I'm going to actually try to do that every Thursday, because it feels like that is very helpful for people. Like, just from going by your reactions whenever I do that, feels like that's helpful when I just tune in, like, live, you know, like what I'm doing now, but when I do it live, because there's a bit of a different buzz about it. But that was a strong energy that was coming through, that I said I have had that message from Collective Divine Masculines, that it's like they're working on their confidence, really to match the Divine Feminine's energy. And so Divine Feminine, you have manifest in reverse. So I just feel this is quite simply about taking the time to go inwards and replenish your energy before getting on with loads of things. I think that's just backing up what I said about there's loads I want to do, but they're just like, look, can you just chill out Sunday and Monday, apart from when I do Mediumship Monday, and then you can crack on with things in Aries Moon and Tuesday when I'm meant to do stuff anyway. So whatever that means to you. Masculine is feeling about a balance right now. So it's the Temperance card, but I love that card because it's so twin flames. So it's like the masculine, but this is telling me the masculine is focused on the union, and this masculine, I'm tapping into the collective, and they are focused on balancing their energy. But because it came out in reverse, it's like that, and this is all about the angels as well. Like the angels and the guides and the ancestors are helping the masculine energy, if this is you or if this is your twin, regain their balance. And so I really do feel that's why it's so important that the feminines stay in your feminine as much as you can. Now, it doesn't mean you just sit and do nothing, but I feel things might get orchestrated in your life that to slow down. Like, so for instance, for women, it's the obvious one, unless you're, you know, past a certain age, of when it is your, you know, your natural time of the month, and that is when you then would go into your shadow, like the days leading up to it. Do you know, this is what's quite interesting. And so remember, these are things I can talk about. So whether it's anything to do with your menstrual cycle or hormones or anything like that, this is stuff that I can help people with in personal sessions. But yeah, when you actually, so they're guiding me to talk a little bit just now, but when the day that you actually, the days leading up to getting your period is when you're meant to slow down, because that encourages the hormones that you need for it to come, to encourage it to come in. So if you can tune in, so whether that's like so everyone's different, but for instance, like I just intuitively sense, like, because mine just doesn't always come at the same time, but basically it's like, you know, I can just sense that I'm a wee bit more sensitive, and I'm sensitive all the time anyway. And then though, like, I'll start to get quite bad cramps, and it's usually the day before, it's usually when I get the cramps, it's usually the day after that then it'll come. But so if you can tune into even before you get the cramps, or however it works for you, and everybody knows this, so I don't know why I'm saying this, but it is important that if, you know, you have got to slow down and tune in. because why I'm saying it is because the day that the day that your period actually comes is actually when you can have loads of energy and you can actually feel really quite more extrovert, and it's a good time to fast if you're into fasting and that, and so this isn't typically what we're told, you know what I mean? It's like, and it's always jokes about like, oh, when someone's got their periods, you're clearing everything, but it's not true. It's actually the week before the period arrives is when it's good to just sort of let women be, and yeah. So anyway, that's from when I was researching all that fasting stuff. That she's very Aries, Mindy, someone. So, but yeah, it's very handy information for women and for men though, because there are specific times in a women's cycle when it's good to have that conversation and when it's not so good. Just like there's specific times when it's good to wine and dine a woman, or when you'll be more likely to, when they're going to be more likely to put out. No, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like it's. I find it all very fascinating. So you might know all this yourself, or you might have been guided the same sorts of things as me, but if not, like I said, there was a period of time I was getting the few sessions that I had, I was getting a few people getting guided to me, and it was things to do with hormones and all of that. So maybe someone out there is needing that. But anyway, this is, I just feel it as, whether it's that time or not, it's like I feel this is about slowing down. But I feel for some people that might happen to you so that you slow down. And it's probably going to be something mystical about it as well. Like it's very common for women to get their period literally at the new moon or the full moon, or like any of the equinoxes. Do you know what I mean? Or I don't know. Anyway, blah blah blah. But I just feel there's something about that. But like I said, if it's not your period, it could be like I said, you could get ill. Like they could make you ill. If you're not slowing down, they'll make you ill. Or if you're not slowing down, you'll have a complete burnout. Yeah. So men can burn out too, but as far as I'm aware, men can't get periods. men can also get ill. But if I have to take it to that point explaining things like that, then I'm fucking done. Like the world's fucking crazy enough as it is. Anyway, so too funny. It's a bit like when I say I'm a womb healer and a womb activator. Well, I'm sorry guys, but I can't activate and fucking create a womb for you. Do you know what I mean? I can clear your trauma and help you, support you to heal your own trauma, but I can't, like, if you've not got a womb, you've not got a womb. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, that's too funny. But yeah, so when the feminine slows down and you stop doing so much, it basically encourages your masculine to go into their masculine, and then we can turn the card around. And but you're merging this card, because I don't often use this deck as well. Obviously, I've been using it this week, but I forget how much I love it. It's like, I love that card for that. This is a clear merging of the energies. And then today is the 14th, isn't it? Yeah. So there could be something significant about today. Yeah, they just guided me to that. So, like, you could really be feeling that inner union. Or for a few select people, you might be in union, or something could be happening there. Right. And a life purpose card. Because this has been a long one today, but that's fine. Creative expression. So, this is how I creatively express. So, see, when I'm talking so fast, sometimes I come out and it's like a list, but I just have to keep going. But it's like, this is how I creatively express myself. Like, where the the different astrological points are in my chart. I'm very, like, I've got a specific part of my gift is being really good at spotting the patterns in anything really, and creatively. So for instance, like, whenever I've said this before, but whenever I do choose to express my own feelings through art, when I've allowed myself to have the space for that, like, it's quite interesting how I've got things that I've created when I was on my counselling course, and people were like, wow, that's amazing that. But it's not somewhere that I'm led to go, well, just now anyway. Like, but it's, for me, it doesn't actually tend to be physical art a lot of the time. It's digital stuff. Like, I'm quite good, like, when I apply myself to creating things like that, and I really have fun with it. And that's not really that surprising because my dad was a graphic designer. Like, my dad's brilliant at drawing stuff. He was a graphic designer. And if you've heard that story before, my dad actually blagged his way into that. Like, which I always really find quite impressive. Like, my dad left school with no qualifications and everything, and then he somehow managed to like convince somebody he was a graphic designer, which I just find that fucking hilarious. But yeah, your soul longs to express itself. It's pretty savvy, isn't it? It is pretty cool. Right. Yeah, your soul longs to express itself creatively. So it's a bit like me. Like, before I was like really letting my soul express itself creatively, this was bursting to come out of me. Like, but who knew I was going to be, tying it all together with the songs and the films and everything, and but also for me, I know it's my writing. Like, I really love writing. Like, even today, like, although that was short, when I saw that volcano and when I wrote it like that, I was getting a vision of like, well, I think I'm meant to be doing that more often. Like, but anyway, yeah. So, right, what else? So that's the feminine, but it can be the masculine's feminine side too. The masculine has family. So there's something about family here on the masculine's mind. I've never seen this card. Loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. So I feel this is a specific message that I feel this masculine collective are extremely close with their family. This has got like a wee kid jumping into a man's arms, and then a woman holding a child. So yeah, so there could be something here coming in about children, like either literal children or it's about supporting your inner child. It'd be different for different people. But an additional message to this is about like supportive family around a masculine. But I do feel I have to say, like, with the messages that I've pulled out, and then what I've noticed, right, as I said this before, but I've been saying this the last few years that I've been doing, well, I've had my YouTube channel, like, it's like, 8 years or something, but it's like, it doesn't matter that we're a relatively small channel here. The messages that I deliver, I notice then, like, it's usually the day after or 2 days later, massive channels of like 50,000, 100,000 and 10,000, whatever. Then they start picking up on the same message that I picked up before them. So I'm not saying that they're copying me, but what I'm saying is, like, that's how I want to give people a bit of hope about, just because somebody's got way more followers or a bigger channel, it doesn't mean that they're any better than you, because I do know, I can really appreciate that about myself, that I'm like, wait a minute, I've got the exact same message. If anything, it doesn't annoy me. Like, I find it as like, wow, like real confirmation. My hand's shaking now, I've been holding that long, that it's like the same collective theme. And the collective theme, unfortunately, has been, I've seen a collective theme here about, well, basically like karmic family members. Yeah, and I can't really go any deeper than that, because this is where I said it's like, if that is relevant to you, then you would know, and just ask your guides to be guided to other things that are going to clarify it, like other people channeling the same message. But there was a lot. Like, I was quite taken aback with how many people were picking up on the same energy. So like I said, this could be people you have a family with, like exes, but this can be extended family members too. So what's another one? Because I've never seen that card. Nutrition, something about eating. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. So again, somebody might be healing themselves through watching what they eat or something. Right, anyway. This has been ages, so let's get a Mary Magdalene card. So like I said, don't take that family message on if you know that your family are supportive and they don't, and they let you do what you want to do, and they don't try to control you, and they don't try to tell you who to be with or who you can't be with. They let you be your own free, sovereign being and follow your heart. Then you've got a good family. If they're telling you what you can and can't do and try to control you and not letting you creatively express yourself, then you've got a bit of an issue. So, and I feel that's what that might be about, getting, like, being able to see that's not okay. Right. The third power, humility is my greatest strength. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I feel there is something here about humility. Like and that's really what Pisces moon is about too, is that, you know, when you, like Pisces is prayer, contemplation, and at reaching, you know, talking out to a higher power, getting, listening, surrendering. And I feel the forgiveness element of Pisces is about uh, people having that come to Jesus moment and humbling moment that we can all have, especially in the Dark Night Soul. And I'm going to end it slap bang on an hour. New beginnings alignment.